So this is going to be part one of my equine breeding / foaling series. So today we're going to talk about kind of predicting when your mare should be going into labor. So the first thing that we as veterinarians will use to determine when your mare will probably go into labor has to do with when she ovulated. If we have an ovulation date, we can calculate how long the average equine gestation is and get a pretty decent idea of when your mare should be foaling. Then the other thing would be mare history. If the mare is foaled before, a lot of times they, within a little bit of variation, will go around the same time as they did from ovulation. Now, of course, if we don't have that information, there are several other factors we can use. In the weeks to days leading up to your mare foaling, she's going to have relaxation of the musculature and ligaments around the pelvis and the perineum. They'll start getting mammary development, so bagging up happens 4 to 6 weeks before foaling. Maiden mares sometimes will wait a little bit longer and it'll be closer to foaling. Then mares can also get what's called ventral edema, so edema in their abdomen. Sometimes it can go all the way up to their chest, and that is completely normal. Then things that we look for as the time gets closer is mares that are starting to wax the teats. Usually that's 24 to 72 hours before foaling if they do that, but not all mares do. The vulva will become really relaxed, elongated, and edematous, which basically means that it just starts looking really swollen. That's usually within 24 hours of foaling. And then leaking milk is usually something that happens when they're in active labor. Dripping milk's okay, but if they are streaming milk, you will want to collect that for the colostrum for the foal. Then something that we did a lot at CSU is testing mammary secretion. So calcium carbonate increases as the foaling approaches. Once we're over 200 parts per million, your chances of foaling within 48 hours are really high. The other thing is the milk pH will drop to around 6 shortly before foaling. So those are big things to look for as your mare is getting close. And we all have to remember that the labor itself is initiated by the foal, so the mare has some control over it, but if the baby's not ready, it's not coming.